Hello YouTube, this is Chuck again, and this I shot the other video a little bit ago and then went and had some dinner, and I think there's enough light left to do this one. So I figured I'd talk a little bit about where we're staying over here in Santa Barbara, the RV park. And so my wife had made reservations for both the trailers, our trailer and Warner and his wife's trailer, and they found a spot. There's only one little RV park inside the city limits of Santa Barbara, and it's been here a long time. And before I tell you what my feelings about it, let me tell you the positive things. Number one, the people were great. They're very, very friendly and very accommodating for everything we wanted to do. And the location was very convenient. It was about 5 miles from where we needed to be, and that was absolutely great. Because we'd never been here before, we weren't familiar with the area, and so this is a very convenient location. And the third thing was they have absolutely killer hot Wi-Fi. They have good Wi-Fi. I can actually upload videos. I uploaded the last one that I just shot. I'm going to upload this one afterwards. But they have good video. But let me tell you a little bit about other than that about the RV park. Number one, the location. It was very convenient. However, it's right next to the 101 freeway, and it is noisy. There's a sound wall, but and I'm sure the sound wall helps, but it's still pretty darn noisy. And I noticed this morning I woke up pretty early because I'm still operating on Arizona time, and I usually wake up around between 4 and 5 in the morning at home, and 4 or 5 in the morning here is between 3 and 4. And I woke up about 4 o'clock our time this morning, so it was 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'm laying there trying to figure out whether I need to get up or try to go back to sleep. And I noticed whenever the semis went by, I could not only hear them, but I could actually feel them. They actually shook the ground enough that I could actually feel them laying in bed. The spot that we're in is actually right across the driveway from the sound wall, and it is pretty noisy, and there's just no way around that for that kind of traffic. And so yeah, it would have been better to be in a quieter place. But then again, like I tell my wife, I said, we're not moving here. We're just going to be here for a couple of nights to do what we need to do, and then we'll be back on the road again. So. But that was the one. The other thing is the place was built back in the 50s, and trailers weren't near as big in those days, and this place is tight. There's only less than 30 spaces here, and it is really, really tight. Everything is old. Way before trailers had slides and before trucks were that big and this sort of thing. And so as a result, it's a tough thing to get in, tough thing to get out. Some of the electrical's been rebuilt. It's not all that old. The water system's old. The laundry and showers and restrooms and stuff like that are very old. Now we don't use that stuff. We have our own, obviously, in our trailer. But the place is really, really dated. And I was talking to the lady that is kind of the liaison between the owners, and they're in between managers right now. And so she was very open about it. She said she knew that they knew that place was old, and the people that actually own it are going to probably be selling it here for too long. And being right alongside the freeway, it's probably going to get redeveloped into apartments. And the city of Santa Barbara actually won't allow RV parks anymore. So this place is a relic from past times, and I understand that. I'll show a picture of my view out the front door on the thumbnail on this, because I've talked before about my feelings about RV parks, and I should probably talk about how I got to be that way, and it's pretty simple, because I grew up I was an only child, and my parents weren't wealthy, and I was basically a trailer park kid. And I grew up just absolutely hating trailer parks, and these little RV parks like this where everything's really tight together. They just remind me too much of how I grew up, and I don't care for them. There's no way around participating or staying in them from time to time, and we do that. But that's kind of my roots and why I feel the way I do. Because so basically, the complaint I would have about this place is everything's number one, everything's too tight and too old. It's extremely noisy, and then of course, being California, it's obscenely expensive to stay here. And I don't imagine any other place would be any cheaper, but it was pretty expensive. $75 a night to stay here, and for what it was, I didn't think it was worth it. But it is what it is where you're at, so we'll just deal with that. We're leaving in the morning. We're going to go back to Arizona. I kind of wanted to stick around this area for a few more days, maybe meander up the coast a little bit, but the spousal unit decides she wants to get back to the desert, and she didn't want to do that. And then, of course, sometimes all you married guys understand that sometimes you're about 49% of the equation there. And so we'll head out, and we'll try to actually run the reverse route that we came here and get back over by Parker. We're going to stay back over there for a couple days, then move down to Quartzsite. But anyway, I thought I'd tell you a little bit about the RV park. The thumbnail will tell the whole story. I took a couple of pictures of this, and they were busy last night. They were full, and because, like I say, the location is excellent here. Miserable thing, if you had a big rig, it'd be impossible to get in and out of here. If you're running a 40-foot motorhome, there's no way in the world you get in and out of here. My friend Warner and his wife, their trailers, they used to have a trailer just like ours. If you watched my video about my passing of my friend Chuck, I talked to them about it, or talked on that one about it. And but anyway, they went to a fifth wheel for a while, and they decided that was too big, so they went back to a bumper pull, but they bought an Airstream. And so they have an Airstream that's a little bit longer than ours, and it's pretty tight for them getting in here too, and I'll probably have to help them get out in the morning. So it is what it is. We'll deal with it. We'll get back on the freeway and get back on someplace where the roadways aren't 4 lanes in each direction, cram jam full of traffic. So with that, I'll let you go. I'm going to do one about the memorial service, but I'll probably wait and do that one after I get back over into the desert. The light's failing here now. I think we're okay for right this one, but I don't think I'll have much light for another one here before too long. It's getting kind of dark. So once more, love each other, take care of each other. We'll talk to you again real soon. So until next time, I'll just say bye-bye.